Yes. So now we will move on to the presentation of data. How our collected data is to be presented in one way or the other. So you have three types of data presentation. The first one is tabular presentation. Next is diagrammatic presentation. And the third one is graphical presentation. In the tabular you actually give the collected data, you will actually classify it into tabular form. Next, the diagrammatic presentation, that is the pie diagram, bar diagram, histogram, and all it is coming in the diagrammatic presentation. And the graphical presentation, frequency, polygon, ogives, etc. comes in the graph diagram or graphical presentation. Now I am going on with the first one, that is the tabular representation. Tabular representation. In that tabular representation itself, you have two types of representations. First one is simple classification and the second one is complex classification. Example I can give you is in simple classification, what are the top list or top marks secured by the students in the exam. So you are taking, this is the symbol graph, this is the years and marks. Okay, top marks got by the students or secured by the students. In year 1993 530, 1994 620. Okay, that is the top marks secured for the exam, CBSE exam. That is out of 700 or 800 maybe. Okay, we don't know. So let us take it 600. Sorry, not 600, 700. Okay, so out of 700, the top mark in 1993 is 530, 1994 is 620, 1995 is 610, 1996 is 690. Okay, so these are the top marks secured by the students in the exam. So this is symbol graph. So this is symbol table. In tabular representation, first one symbol representation. So this is symbol table. In complex table, this is actually, we don't know the marks secured by the this thing. This is just the marks, just the highest marks. We don't know it is male or female or we don't know what is it. So in the complex table you have three columns here. Year, marks. In that itself you have male, female and total. Okay, total marks. So here in 1993, out of 530, 500 got this thing. 1 minute. Not this. Just don't link with this. You will get confused. I am going to prepare for male section. It was out of 700 itself. From the male section, highest mark secured was 500. In the female section, highest mark secured was 600. Okay, in 1994, in the male section, highest mark secured was 610. In the female section, it was 630. And in 1995, highest mark secured for males was 630 and female was 620. Okay, so now we will take the this thing, total marks. This is 1100. This is 700 plus 700, 1400 in total. So out of that, this is 1100. 610 plus 630 gives you 1240 and 620 plus 630 gives you 1250. Okay, so this is the complex table. We have actually added one more variable to our classification. Here it was just without any classification or variables, just one variable, years and marks secured. That is the highest mark secured in the exam. Here we have added one more classification or one more variable there, gender classification. So what is the highest marks for male and what is the highest marks for female? So this is the symbol classification and the complex classification in tabular representation. So a statistical table is a systematic organization of a data in columns and rows. This is row, this is column. Okay, don't get confused. Like this it is row, like this it is column. Okay, just like this if you take years, you take this is, it is rows, like that you take, it is columns. So now symbol table means it is a data relating to only one characteristic of the data. Here marks, the highest marks. Here what is the highest mark for female and what is the highest mark for male. Complex table means two or more characteristics will be shown in that. And I have to tell you something. Before preparing a table, you have to keep it in mind something. So these are the characteristics of a good table. Okay. So first one is table. Before that I have to draw a table. Yes. So this is a table and first one is table number. Here the table number will come. Table number, that is figure 3.6, figure 4.5, like that it will come. Chapter 4, fifth diagram, that is 4.5. So that is table number. Then title of the table. What is this table you are preparing for? That is the title of the table. Then head note. Head note comes here. That is, see in like what you can say in all budget and all, this is like when you are writing a number here, it will be in thousands they will mention here, or in hundreds, in crores. So that is the head note here. So this is here head note. Okay. How you should take the table, that is the head note. Then comes the stub head. Stub head means this one. This one, stub head. Okay, the actual column heading. Then comes the stub entries. Stub entries means, yes, stub entries here. What are the things? Years, classes, anything. Stub entries. Okay. Then comes the caption or column heading. Caption or column heading means here it will come. All the cells and all the worded writing here, maybe it will be frequencies. So this also comes as the caption heading. Yeah, okay, you should keep it in mind that this is only the stub. Okay, this is not the stub. So this is the caption heading. Here the caption heading should come. Caption heading. Then you have body of the table, that is cells of the table. Actually what we are preparing this table for. The actual numbers will come here, body of the table. Then footnote will come under. Footnote. Okay, footnote will come. This is actually a supplementary reader because abbreviations you are using some abbreviations here. So you will give the details of the abbreviations used here. That is footnote. Then source. From where you have taken this table. If it is from your side, you are preparing a table means you will write self here. If you are taking from some other institutions or organizations, you will mention from where you have taken that table. So this is the characteristic, or you should say very well defined table manners. Okay, so that is table. What all things you have to understand, or what all things you have to involve while making a table. Okay, so this is the table. So in the next video we will move on with the diagrammatic presentation. What all are things in the diagrammatic presentation? We have to study bar diagram, then histogram, pie diagram. Histogram, pie diagram, yes, that is it. Then comes, and also frequency polygon and ogives. Then comes the graphical presentation, that is the frequency line graph. Only frequency line graph you have to study. Then we will move on to the, now in the next video we will move on to the diagrammatic presentation.